Hello, this is Mr. Rasmussen with Algebra 1 and Lesson 112. Alright, in this one here, we are multiplying two binomials, and it's a little different because we have some square roots showing up inside there. Let's work with the first example. So remember, we got to multiply the first term by both, and then the second term by both. So in this case, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times square root 8 is 2 square root of 8, like that. Okay. Second part here, square root of 2 times 3 is 3 square root of 2, like this. And then square roots of square root of 2 square root of 2 times square root of 8 is actually plus square root of 16. Okay, so as we're doing this here, now we look to see if there's anything we can combine. Well, there is some simplification we can do here. 6 doesn't simplify, but this right here can be the same as 2 times 2 times 2. So we can pull 2 of those 2's out, and 2 times 2 is 4, so that simplifies to 4 to the square root of 2, plus 3 to the square root of 2, and then this one actually, the square root of 16 is 4. So as we do that, then we have like terms in the middle here, and like terms on the outside, so 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 and 4, since the square root of 2's are the same, we can actually end up adding those, and that gives us 7 square root of 2. And that has been simplified or multiplied together. Okay, let's look at the second example here. Once again, remember this first term's got to get multiplied by both of those. So 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times a negative 2 is a negative 8 to the square root of 5. And we've got to multiply the second term by both of those. So we get 2 plus 2 square root of 5. And then square root of 5 times square root of 5 is going to be square root of 25, which is the same thing as 5. So I'm just going to write it in there right like that. Okay. So then, oh, no, I missed it. Let me back up there. I forgot there's a 2 in the front there. So let's rewrite that. Square root of 5 times negative 2 to the square root of 5. And that's going to give me negative 2 square root of 25, and then square root of 25 is the same as 5, so 2 times 5, negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. These two can be combined as well, giving me negative 6 square root of 5, and then I've got an 8 in the front, so 8 minus 10, it looks like I get negative 2 minus 6 square root of 5 as the answer for example number 2. All right, you can work through example number 3 yourself if you'd like. I'm going to look at example 4. This one's written a little differently. This squared here is the same thing as saying the same thing shows up 2 times. So if I were to take the squared away and just write it again, that's meaning the same thing. All right, let's multiply the first 2 terms. Square root of 2 and square root of 2 is 2, so I'm going to get 2x squared. Square root of 2 times square root of 3xy is going to be plus square root of 6, right? Multiply the first part. And then the x and the y. This one's a little more difficult because we're working with variables, and it's not as intuitive as just the straight numbers. All right, let's multiply the second terms. This times the first one there, which is plus square root of 6xy. And then my last 2 multiply square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3, so plus 3y squared. All right, as we get to that point, then we're going to ask ourselves if there's anything that can be combined. There's an understood 1 here and an understood 1 there, so we can combine those. We get an answer of 2x squared plus 2 square root of 6xy. Be careful here, the square root is only over the 6, it's not over the x and the y. And then last part, 3y squared. And that is our answer. Okay, let's look at our practice problems here. Go ahead and do them yourself and then check your work to see if you have it. All right, so I'm going to do the first one here. 5 times 3 is 15, and then 5 times square root of x is plus 5 square root of x, or square root of 8. All right, multiply the second parts there. I get plus 3 square root of 2, and then square root of 2 is times square root of 8 is square root of 16. Okay, this one here is going to simplify into that, which means 2 2's can come out, which can get multiplied by the 5. So that's actually going to be 10 square root of 2. All right, and then this one here simplifies to be a 4. So we can combine things. We get 15 plus 4, which is 19. And then those, which is plus 13, the square root of 2. All right, there's my answer for practice problem A. All right, practice problem B. Multiply my first 2, I get 8. Multiply my 2 by my second part, I get negative 6 square root of 5. Multiply the first parts plus 4 square root of 5. Multiply the second parts minus 3 square root of 25. All right, let's simplify some things here. This is going to be 5, so negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. All right, negative 15 plus an 8 is a negative 7. And then these here can combine. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2 square root of 5. There's my answer for practice problem B. All right, practice problem C, once again, is written with the square there. So I'm going to take that out and then just write it again like this. All right, square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 5 is the same as plus square root of 10. All right, and then second part here, plus square root of 10 again. And then last part, square root of 5 times square root of 5 is the same as plus 5. And then my two middle terms can combine. My first two terms can combine too, so it looks like 7 plus 2 square root of 10 is my answer for practice problem C. All right, and then let's look at the last one here. Remember, the squared is the same as writing it a second time. All right, and then the square roots are not over top of the variables. Notice that. Okay, so multiplying my first 2 out, square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. So I'm at 2x squared. Square root of 2 times square root of 7 is plus square root of 14. And then my x and my y multiplied. Looking at the second terms, plus square root of 14, x and my y. And last part here, square root of 7 times square root of 7 is 7. And then my y squared. So we get to that point. And then ask self, is there anything I can combine? Yes, I can combine those two. So 2x squared plus 2 square root of 14, xy plus 7 y squared. And there's my answer for practice problem D. Okay, just make sure you keep your multiplication correct and your combining like terms. If you need some help, go ahead and send me a text. Have a great day.